How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Trump just announced something big, and we have new treasury companies. Everything changes in 24 hours. Of course, that is a bit of a joke on this channel, right? You have 24 hours, but I do think it's important to realize that there are lots of big events and big announcements coming this week, and it all starts tomorrow, right? Wednesday is the Bitcoin conference, for the first real day, right? There's the industry day today, but when we have conferences like this, there are a lot of entities that hold specific news for events like this, and everything can change in a moment, right? Michael Saylor changed the world, changed Bitcoin forever when he announced that he was going to be buying Bitcoin. Trump changed the world forever when he said he was going to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve, right? There are moments in history where everything changes, and we could be on the cusp of that right now. Also, we have the relentless buying happening right now in the market, from BlackRock to MicroStrategy to Metaplanet. Relentless buying going on right now. We will know more about BlackRock buying Bitcoin in a few hours because the market closes, and we did have that long weekend, so there could be some pent-up demand. The market looks good today, by the way. The Nasdaq's up 2.3%, S&P up 1.84%. Right? So it's a big day. It's a big day. Let's talk about all this and more. If you don't mind, though, hit subscribe so you can see future videos. If you do want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to WEEX. You can start trading in a few minutes without KYC and without a VPN. You can see some of the returns we have here: 155%, 96%, 73%, 80%. And then we are down just 5% on XRP and 17% on SUI. But you can see you can make really good returns if you use some of these strategies that we've talked about before on the channel, like low leverage, long positions. Of course, you have to know what you're doing. There are links also to BTCC and BitUnix as well. They have some special signups going on right now. Now, before we get into it, I will most likely be making a video kind of giving my thoughts on the Bitcoin conference, some behind the scenes information that I'm picking up from people. So if you do want to see that, you can subscribe to the channel. So far, a lot of good energy. Of course, this is early, like I said, still, this is the industry day, but already met a few people. I will say right off the bat, if you do see me, feel free to say hey. I'm with a couple other people, Connor Kenny, Kate O'Neill, Tyler Hill. Come say hi. We love meeting with people and talking with people. I will say we are recovering from last night. We are recovering, so we're moving a little bit slower this morning, but you know who's not moving slow? Trump Media. Trump Media, we heard yesterday, was planning to raise $3 billion to buy cryptocurrencies. Okay, this was announced yesterday. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but now it's official. Trump's social media venture strikes $2.5 billion deal to buy Bitcoin. So not crypto, but Bitcoin. They announced that they were going to become a Bitcoin treasury company, and they said, we view Bitcoin as an apex instrument of financial freedom, and now Trump Media will hold cryptocurrency as a crucial part of our assets. This is the CEO. Our first acquisition of a crown jewel asset. This investment will help defend our company against harassment and discrimination by financial institutions, which plague many Americans and U.S. firms. Interesting, right? Like, it's such an interesting dynamic because banks are basically backed by the government in the U.S., and yet the leader of the U.S. is saying we need Bitcoin because we don't trust the banks. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he's trading fiat, he's trading dollars to go buy Bitcoin, which is just crazy. So they're going to issue stocks and debt to be able to buy this Bitcoin. We also got news about BTCS. They are the first public company to embrace Ethereum at the core of their corporate strategy. And today, SBET is launching a $425 million ETH treasury strategy. SBET. Now, this is up 1,200% in the last 5 days. Just today alone, up 547%. Sharplink Gaming. I don't know anything about the fundamentals of the company, except for the fact that it's really small. According to this, they were founded 30 years ago, and they have 5 employees. They are worth about $30 million, which it's kind of crazy that's even trading on the NASDAQ under 30 million, because a while ago, like April 29, or even just a couple weeks ago, this was, a tenth of the size it is now. So it was like a $2.5 million company, now sitting at 30 million with this announcement. Now, there's so many crypto companies that are holding Bitcoin. I think we sometimes forget about the crypto companies that are holding other assets. DeFi Technologies, they hold Bitcoin. They also have Solana and CoreDAO as well. They have millions of dollars of 3 different cryptos. Sol Strategies up 125%. And yeah, this is a $500 million company. And yes, that was 125% over the last 6 months. Of course, we have numerous other companies as well that are acquiring Bitcoin specifically. So we're just in such a quickly changing world. And I think it's easy to forget how quickly things are changing because we're in crypto. So like we look at things day to day. If crypto doesn't move for like a week or two, people get bored. But that's totally normal, right? Like we are used to such volatility that sometimes there is a little bit of quietness and we think nothing's happening. No, this is changing the whole financial landscape. This is changing everything in a very short time span. So yeah, let's just have a little bit of patience. Of course, you might not need too much patience over the next day or two because there will be a lot of announcements. Sometimes the Bitcoin conference marks a local top. So, just be careful. Make sure that you are practicing safe investing, or just that you're willing to be ready for that volatility in case it does come. Because we could always fall down, right? We have been pretty much just straight up. Of course, there have been some dips, but you can see since early April when we were at 75,000, we went up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways. Like we haven't had many retraces. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. I really do appreciate it. Pretty cool that you can see the sphere right there. Let me know what you guys are doing here today. Let me know if you're going to be watching the Bitcoin conference. They do have a stream going on right now. Of course, just be careful out there because there are a lot of fake streams as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, if you do want to trade, there are links underneath the video to WEEX or BTCC or BitUnix. We'll see y'all in the next one.